Yo, what's going on, everyone?
What's
We
up,
back,
guys?
man. We back.
What, man? What are you laughing about?
No, bro.
What?
Another, fun podcast recording for y'all.
Yeah, so much fun, you know?
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah.
fun for me. Damn. I didn't know it was.
Ooh, we're having so much fun.
Alright, my bad, y'all. I guess I'm the only actor around here. But today we're gonna be doing, another smoke session with mystery cigars, unbanded cigars. It's my turn this week. So I'm the only one that knows what cigar we're smoking on. They're gonna guess based on hints that I give them. So yeah, let's get to it.
Alright, let's see. Alright, it's a dark wrapper. It's got that Nicaraguan, aroma to it.
Yeah, it just smells like that, classic, what is it?
Barnyard.
Barnyard, hay kind of profile.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing crazy.
In Robusto size, box press. We'll see. You think this is an easier one to guess? Without giving us.
I don't think any cigars is easy to guess at our level, to be honest.
Thanks.
I'm going
Alright.
to try to give you guys, good hints that can, lead you towards the answer, but because right now, honestly, I watch, like I said, I watch Holt's Cigar, and even they have trouble, they have to give hints and stuff to get all the way through the video.
And those guys smoke the same cigars every single time.
Yeah.
What, they smoke La Roma,
basically
Ashen.
everything under the My Father and the Arturo Fuente profiles, basically.
Yeah.
So, and even they have trouble. So imagine us, we're smoking random cigars every time. It can be from boutique to a premium cigar brand. So, yep. Here we go. Right off the bat, well, maybe not Mr. Yo-Yo, but what you think? The construction, the smell, do you have any hints? Any guesses as to what, this cigar may be, Ed?
Are you asking me?
Because Mr. Yo-Yo
Okay.
is not as well versed.
You purchased these at Puff and Stuff? Alright, so that's already a good,
That's already
hint?
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Man, from the top of my head, the cigars I could think of that are box press is the Olmec. What's the other cigar? Box press cigar. The Anagor, the Supreme Leaf, but that's another one. I can't think of the top of my head, box press cigars, but for sure it's Nicaraguan. I don't know why, I'm 100% sure with this one this time. Just the smell of it, it's that classic Nicaraguan.
So what are you trying to say? Nicaraguan soil smells like shit?
Yeah, because they don't have toilets there, so they're always
my gosh.
it's it's becoming the India of Central America. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Wow. We apologize to our viewers out there that are from those countries.
Do you apologize?
Okay. I apologize.
Yeah, I apologize too.
My bad, not we. Let me speak.
You're
for
such
myself.
a follower, man.
Yeah, I am. You're right.
I'm not saying their cigars are bad. They're amazing. That's how they say, like, all right, India's India, but like their food is amazing, right?
Yeah, Indian food is pretty good. What's your favorite Indian dish?
I wonder if they use all those spices and like hot peppers because they think it could kill off any germs and stuff that's in their food, you know? So they use all these spices and stuff to like kill.
I think so. Don't all those like spices help to preserve the food for like a long time?
Maybe, or like, let's say you had a glass of water from India and it had parasites in it. Do you think like using hot ass peppers and like ginger and spices would kill something
and then, like,
in there?
you like pour it through like a sifter?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then, like,
look at it through a microscope or some shit, and like, you don't think it would kill?
No. Bruh.
Because you don't,
Spices don't have antibacterial factors.
don't they? What about like salt
I
also,
don't think
right?
that much.
but like, I think that's why a lot of Indian dishes take a long time to spoil, because all the spices in there do help to protect it against mold.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I think so.
Yo, fact check it, Jimmy.
I don't know where I heard that. I may be wrong though, but like I heard that like all the spices in Indian dishes, that's what helps to protect it against mold and stuff. But my favorite dish from India, I think, is actually this dish isn't even really Indian. It's like American Indian apparently. The chicken 65,
Oh,
the hot Cheeto chicken. I don't know, man. Those like little red chicken nuggets, it's just so good, man.
you know why they call it 65?
See, you know, some people that I've talked to say that that dish isn't even like originally from India. It was like immigrants that came over to like Great Britain or America, something like that, and that's when that chicken 65 dish was born. But then I've talked to other people that are from India that say, nah, that's like a pretty native dish to India, so I don't know.
You like that over butter chicken?
Man, butter chicken is very good, but in Vietnam, we also have like chicken curries too. And I'm not saying that ours is better than them, but it's just like so similar that I can live if I didn't have butter chicken. But we don't have something like chicken 65, you know, so that's why I choose chicken 65.
You want to give us a percent?
Already? You already gave up? You don't
I
even
didn't
wanna-
give. It's. I need a
just took
hint to
two
figure
puffs
it
and you
out.
already like, alright, what y'all would want?
You tell us something.
This is all about first time smoking this cigar.
Oh my god.
Damn, so your Olmec and your Aganorsa Supreme Leaf out the window. Just like that. Yep.
Yeah, how would you even know if you never smoked it?
Because I bought the cigar.
No,
No, like us. How are you even gonna guess?
Well, I feel like the hint should. I think you guys can at least get the brand or something if I can like guide you towards it. And once you get the brand, right, I feel like you can actually guess the cigar too. Because you, by process of elimination, once you get the brand, you just
that's how it works.
Oh, my fault. Yeah.
Man, I should have put more thought into the cigars at fucking stuff because I went today to pick up some cigars. I need to study it. I need to map it out. Like close my eyes and like map it out.
well, right when you walk in, you know, on your left
12
hand side.
steps and then open the door. Because once you open the door to your right side, it smells like shit because there's Gurkhas right on your right side, right?
Hey man, I never said this was in the humidor or was it in the main lobby of the cigar store either.
Man, fuck you if you got Gurkhas. Like, come on.
Does it taste like a Gurkha? Like,
Never
does it
tried
taste bad?
No, it tastes like a normal Nicaraguan cigar. Full bodied.
Yeah, so guys, this is like also an honest review too. It's all about first time smoking this cigar. It's unbanded, so now it comes down to whether or not you like it.
Yeah.
It's like you don't know what cigar, they don't know, at least they don't know what cigar this is, so they can tell y'all their honest opinion on it, whether they like it or not. I may be biased because I already know what cigar this is, even though this is my first time smoking it, but yep.
Yeah, it has that classic, like, that Nicaraguan spice finish. You know, it's like a black pepper, barnyard, hay profile to it.
Like, when I smoke it right off the palate right away, I get a blast of like this, like Brazil nut. And there's like undertones of like leather. And on the finish, I'm not getting black pepper spice. I'm getting like that cayenne spice. You know, like it's kind of like lingers on the palate. That kind of like sharp spice. What about you, Mr. Yo?
It's like the spice on the back of my tongue. But besides that,
Is it like
it tastes
red
like-
pepper spice, bacon spice, black pepper, white pepper?
Ginger.
nah, it's not. It's like I would probably like the red pepper.
Red pepper?
Right? It's like cayenne. It's like too light. So then the red pepper spice.
I don't know, man. Have you tried cayenne powder? Like when you're cooking, you put a little bit on your tongue. That you'll cough. It's not light, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't get cayenne. That's too spicy. That's
Cayenne
like,
is
even
sharp.
the little packets from like the pizza places, that could get spicy sometimes too.
yeah. The crushed red peppers.
Yeah, that's too spicy. This is like, it's like a mixture because it does linger, right? But it doesn't have that
like sharp spice to it.
Because I've had other cigars where it's like it's spicy. It's like,
Well, I mean, there you guys have it, man. We started the cigar, so we'll come back when we're about to be done with the cigar, and you know, we'll see how they feel about it, how I feel about it, and we'll go over all the hints that I've given them up until that point, and let's see if they're able to guess what cigar we're smoking. So yeah, all right, y'all, and we are back. So far, the hints that I've given them for this cigar, none of us here have smoked this cigar. The price in the state of Georgia comes out to $10.25. It has a Ecuadorian Habano wrapper over Nicaraguan binder and filler. And what else? The ultimate hint. The ultimate hint for them is I've smoked a lot of cigars under this brand's umbrella. Oh, and it's a premium cigar brand. So those are the 5 hints.
all right. Given all that, it's still super hard to guess, but I just gotta lock in an answer. I'm gonna say the Espinosa Habano. That's mine. I'm gonna lock it in.
Are you sure?
I'm sure. It's like,
But I smoked the Espinosa Habano.
oh, you have fuck
Okay, Tatuaje
tatuaje.
Habana.
Habano?
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't smoked that one yet.
What's that other one? The Crown Head Mil Diaz. Have you?
Crown Heads is more boutique.
Okay.
V Veroku. Tatuaje Habana V Veroku.
Is it Oscar?
I haven't smoked that one. I think Oscar is boutique too.
The Oscar Habano.
Wait, but that's boutique.
Oh, it's boutique. Okay. He smoked all the.
Have you smoked the Pegnatron?
Pegnataro?
Pegnatron.
Pegnatron. Well, that's a new cigar. That's a new cigar brand right there.
Oh, it's not that one because it has the pigtail. So yeah.
And also Pegnataro is like mid-level boutique. The foundation is not premium, but it's also not a boutique. It's like in the middle of those two.
Is there New World Habano?
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe New World has like a Habano, wrapper.
I'm gonna just say it's an AJ Fernandez cigar.
AJ Fernandez cigar?
Yeah. That's my, what do you say?
Final answers.
Yeah.
Alright, Whittleback. What is your final answer? So you're locking in with the Tatuaje Kahonu? Do you know what year too? Because, Kahonu, I think they had a 2012, 2018.
Oh, so it might be that then. I don't know.
Well, 2018. I would think it would be like the.
Yep, Kahonu 2018. I smoked that cigar before.
Oh, okay. I thought you had it.
You remember? I smoked that one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're gonna tell us, or we locked it in, or one more, like.
Man, that's your final answer. You guys gave up. Like you guys did all the Googling, the best of your ability. And you went with AJ Fernandez, even though one of the hints was I've smoked most of the cigars under this brand. You've never seen me smoke a lot of AJs, but you're gonna go with that.
You smoked all the My Fathers, right?
I want you guys to just make, out of all of those hints, like just make a really good. Okay, before you guys even make a guess, Mr. Yo-Yo.
Mm-hmm.
What is your rating on the cigar? What did you taste on it? Give it a final grade, and would you recommend it?
What I recommended for beginners, no.
Why not?
I taste it, it's like there's nothing that stands out. It's like okay cigar. A little like I taste. Like it's like spice, bitterness, but there's like no like sweetness or like creaminess. I like those would be better for beginners.
So you think like a beginner smokes this and they'll be turned off by cigars?
Yeah, like if we give it to someone like who don't smoke often, like I think they wouldn't even smoke the whole thing. Yeah.
Well, someone like Will, he smoked the freaking Fuente. I think it's called it was like a really good Fuente, like a $30 Fuente. It's called like the Salute or like I forget the name of that Fuente. And he threw away half the cigar, and it was a good cigar. So maybe he just doesn't like cigars. Will.
Yeah, so like for beginners, who are like not accustomed to it.
So what would your final grade be?
4.
4 out of 10?
Yeah.
Yeah, this cigar, okay, it's full bodied, have hints of barnyard, it's like oak wood, and like black pepper. And I like it more on the retro hell. It's like, you taste the sweetness on the retro hell, right? I just gotta get past that spiciness. But, this is a cigar I wish I smoked last night instead of the Arturo Fuentes Añejo.
Really?
Yeah, because it's like I wanted something like heavy after I ate that burger, that greasy burger. But yeah, I would give this like a 4, honestly, around a 4.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, for me, I mainly taste like a lot of leather, some fleeting hints of nuttiness. There's like a background level of like cayenne spice. It's like a sharp spice for sure, but it's like kind of like that aftertaste of that sharp spice that lingers, Through the retrohale, there's this sweetness that's reminiscent of like the coating on like the M&M. Like without the chocolate, just the coating, and it's like a white pepper spice also through the retrohale. So yeah, I mean, nothing special about it. Overall, we'd also give it a 4 out of 10. And this is their first time, my first time smoking this cigar. They don't know what it is. So that grading is as honest as can be. So
My father,
you think it's a my father cigar?
my father, he locked it in with the tatuaje.
Rochi something.
And then he changed his answer to the 2012?
2012
Yeah,
Cajonu.
2012, yeah.
Yeah, I have not smoked the 2012 Cajonu. All right, the big review. You guys ready?
Yeah.
The closest answer at this table is Edwin. It is a my father cigar.
The MX or
No. We have been smoking on the My Father La Antigüedad.
Antigüedad. What the?
You guys can look it up.
Hey, look it up real quick. I want to see.
Yep. In a Robusto Vitola. I was just walking around the humidor at Puff and stuff, and like on the very top, I just saw like My Father La Antigüedad. And I was like, what is this? And when I got it off the shelf, it had a cool looking band. And yeah, tried it. See, we've never smoked this cigar before. Random.
Damn. They got a 91 rating.
Man, those rating websites, I swear, I've never seen a cigar go below an 80.
Never.
So I don't know what they're grading cigars on, but I guess they're trying to shill. Because, I mean, those websites, they kind of, also try to sell cigars too. So it's like, they don't want to, like, just rate their inventory like, oh, this is a 50. Then no one's going to buy it and be sitting on those boxes for the rest of their life.
Yeah.
But there you guys have it, man. This has been another session of a mystery cigar. And now, the transition.
And we are back. I hope you guys enjoyed that, blind cigar review session that we just did. And now, time to talk about some trending topics for the week of April 6th, 2025. What y'all got, man? What y'all been seeing this week, and why did you find it interesting?
The horse.
The horse.
The horse on Peachtree Road. Yeah, y'all didn't hear about that?
Nope.
Well, I saw the video. The guy's going to the ATM machine. There's a big ass horse, like a 600-pound horse, just like in the middle of it. He like steps over his like one of its hooves and shit, and like takes out money from the ATM. But there's just a dead horse in Atlanta somewhere in front of an ATM, and they don't know why. And it's been there for hours too. Like the city hasn't gone and like picked it up or anything. It's crazy.
Wait, and this happened in broad daylight?
Yeah.
No surveillance footage?
That's what they're gonna check.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just a random horse. But,
Yeah.
But I'm confused. How did they transport a whole horse and just like dump it without anyone seeing? That's insane.
Maybe it was a cowboy and cracked out cowboy. He was just cracked out in the city, and I don't know, like
a cowboy in Atlanta. Wow, that's
insane.
That's new right there.
Yeah.
Could you lower my volume a bit?
Which one are you?
I believe I should be the blue one.
Man, this whole time I thought you were talking about
Yeah.
Okay.
an alive horse. But it
Oh,
was
talking to
dead.
the mic.
But
a
it
little.
was dead?
Yeah, it's dead. You thought it was alive?
Yeah, I thought a horse was just like, running around on the road. That's like common in Atlanta.
Yeah.
There was like a cow at one time on the highway.
Oh, you saw a cow on the highway?
No, like there were like videos, you know.
Oh, okay. There used to be horses in Atlanta back then, you know?
Yeah, back then, like, I mean, there's still horses now. You know, we live in a pretty rural state for the most part. Yeah, that's how you say that word. Because earlier today he was struggling.
Rural?
Yeah.
Rural. It's like I'm saying like a bunch of L's.
Like, say it 3 times.
Rural.
Honestly, you would make the CEO of Lululemon really happy right now.
Proved his point right now,
Yeah.
you know?
Hell, man.
You know, he made that brand, Lululemon. He loved the way that Asian people say that word. Like
But I can say Lululemon just fine.
Say it again? Ruru.
Lululemon. Oh my gosh. Fuck. It's a curse.
You ever, like, rode a horse before?
Nah, never. The only reason why is because, you know, of that story of, you know, the original Superman, where like he rode a horse and he fell off and he became paralyzed.
That's how it happened?
If
I thought he just had, like, some disease or some shit.
I don't know.
No, you're right. Could continue with that story.
You guys
know?
might need a fact check.
No,
that,
it's
when I was a kid, I remember like the adults telling me that like the actor for Superman or one of those heroes, he was riding a horse and like when he fell off, he became paralyzed. And ever since then, I never want to ride a horse because I'm not trying to be paralyzed.
But was that in Vietnam when they told you that story? It's probably fake then.
It could have been in Vietnam or it could have been like early days in America too.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
entirely, sure. I don't remember. But yeah.
This guy was probably too confident in acting like he was Superman when he was on the horse. That's why it happened, you know?
Like he's a method actor. He thinks he's a man of steel. in
He's
real
probably
life.
like planking on the horse and like riding it like that, and that's how he fell.
Oh my god.
Yo, this is real. It'll be so fucking.
Wait, let me see.
He fell like this. He's like,
Let me see if that's real. Like Superman actor, paralyzed.
the first time I rode a horse, I went to Guatemala for the first time, and yeah, some guy on the farm, he's like, "Oh, come ride a horse." It had no saddle, so I'm like, "All right." I didn't know shit back then, right? It started going fast. I'm like, "Oh, fuck."
It hurts to ride.
Yo, it hurts your balls and your ass crack so much. It's like,
Yeah, the noise you just made definitely sounds like some gay porno right there.
oh my god. We're not even thinking like that, man. Come on.
My bad. Yeah, so in 1995, actor Christopher Reeve, known for playing Superman, suffered a spinal cord injury after falling from a horse during an equestrian competition, leaving him paralyzed from the neck down. So yeah, he went from Man of Steel to Man in Steel.
Man on wheels.
Yeah, you need help. Man. Oh my bad. I think I'm the orange.
You're the
one.
orange.
This
Yeah,
is-
that one's way up. Like, I think that should be
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
that's
yeah,
better.
Good, yeah. Man on wheels. Oh my gosh, you need help, bro. I was gonna be like Man in Steel, like like he's like in like a steel wheelchair or something.
Oh, that's the same concept then.
Remember, like Man on wheels. That just reminds me of the game Twisted Metal. You remember the character that like I think his name is Axel, and that character is so dumb. Like
With the big wheel,
with
right?
the big wheels, and it's just a guy in the middle holding two big wheels. Like
That was one of my favorite characters, though.
yeah, like as a kid it was cool, but when I got older and I revisited the game again, I'm like, this makes no sense. Like, how does the wheel spin without him like also spinning? Like how does he not throw up like from that?
You ever see those guys, like, they're on the top of the hill, they have a big wheel, and they get inside the wheel, and they, like, go down? You've never seen that before?
I think
Like
I
down the
have.
hill?
Down the hill, and
yeah.
that shit is crazy, man. Like, that's how you die, or that's how you turn retarded. Like,
Yeah. Oh well, there we go.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but like, there is a competition in Europe where like they roll a wheel of cheese down the hill and like everybody just runs after it.
Oh, I've seen that, and like
Yeah.
it's dangerous,
Yeah.
right? People are like falling down and breaking bones,
Yeah, there's like nothing to protect them. They're just like straight up running down.
and it's like, do you know what kind of cheese is it? It's a specific cheese, right?
Yeah, I think it's whatever that home country, or hometown area.
That sounds like, what country is it in? Like Italy or something? They're chasing after like the Parmesan cheese.
No, it's like some white European country, you know.
White. I didn't know there was any other, ethnicity in Europe. I thought they're all white. Like,
Well, now it's like Indian and
all right, you're talking about the refugees. Okay. Oh yeah, you're right. In UK, I think they have majority Indian. now,
Yeah.
I think, if I'm not mistaken.
just like that one country. It was like Poland. It's like, yeah, we're not receiving any refugees of any kind, you know.
Wow.
And he's like, I stand by that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Pretty lit though.
pretty. Damn. Come on, man. What if they really need to seek asylum, man?
It's too dangerous.
Oh,
Oh, they're
With the extremists, it's like you never know what could. Look at UK now. You know those white people aren't happy now.
yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It came full circle that like the prime minister of UK is now Indian. Back then, like UK used to like colonize everyone, and they had that big trading post in India. And now look at that.
Yeah,
Look at that,
they did
yeah.
karma, huh?
Karma. Yeah. Man. You know, a thing that I've been thinking about, like, have y'all ever had friends in like, well, of course y'all have friends, but like, I'm talking about like in school where like that friend that just moves away and like you just never keep like have contact with them again? Because there used to be some kids that lived in my neighborhood, and I was throughout the years, like I'm like, man, I wonder what they're up to. And every time I've searched them on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, I've never seen them. Like they just completely vanished. And it's like my conspiracy theory is those are like the secret agents in your life. Like early on in your life, they've been planted in your life to like alter your life trajectory one way or another,
Or they're like NPCs.
yeah.
They don't matter. They just disappear.
That's terrible, man. They don't matter. Wow.
I mean, but I agree with his more than yours. Like an agent, that sounds crazy.
Like every person is assigned an agent.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Especially you, maybe you, because you came from a different country, so they had to watch you, right?
Yeah, maybe, right? Like they had me hang out with these kids to like integrate me into the American mindset and everything. And it's like, all right, y'all have done your job. Move on to the next town. Hey, I mean, I've never seen them again. Like I searched them up and I'm like, I wonder what they're up to. Cause I used to, hang with them in the neighborhood up until like I was in 5th grade. And I guess the government was like, all right, you've done your diligence here. On to the next immigrant.
I mean, talking about friends that disappeared, like we used to live in this neighborhood where all the kids used to like play in the neighborhood, right? Like how real kids used to play, like in the bikes and like water fights, balloon fights. And there was this one kid named Armando, and like my brothers and my friends, we used to like fight and stuff, but we're like, man, he's gay. Like I didn't even know the concept of that word back then, because I was like 6, 7, but like even as a kid, when someone's like fruity or some shit, right? And it's like we used to make like fun of him and all that, and he's like, no, I'm not gay. And it's like, and then he just disappeared, and like 20 years later, some friend or someone told me, he's like, oh yeah, that guy is like gay as hell. I'm like, yeah, I knew it as a 7-year-old,
Okay, but like, what if y'all like making fun of him and stuff changed his trajectory?
Don't try to make me feel bad.
You turned
Yeah, what if like he didn't know what gay was either, and y'all kept saying it, and then he's like, he just kept on like thinking about it when he went home. He's like, he searched up on Google, am I gay? Like, you know, how to know if you're gay?
Ask Jeeves. He was like, "Am I gay?"
Yo, you changed that person's life trajectory forever.
Nah, it shouldn't be like that though. Like, you shouldn't care what other people say like that.
Hey, kids are impressionable, you know? Yeah.
Is that why you turned out like
Oh
that?
my god. No one called me gay. Bro, no.
Oh, so you naturally became gay. Like, you never said you're not gay. You just said no one called me. I love how he said no one called me gay. Why didn't you say I'm not
I was
gay?
born this way.
Gosh.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
You still haven't confirmed.
Yeah, you still
nor
haven't
denied.
defend
That's
yourself.
crazy.
Look,
Definitely not gay.
what's wrong with being gay?
Does your mom
Nothing's
know?
wrong.
Does
I
your
just
mom
don't
know
like
that you're,
guys.
you know, gay?
No. Because I'm not
Wait,
gay.
your mom doesn't know that? Oh, okay. I was like,
Oh.
oh, okay. all right.
How would she know it if it doesn't exist?
Okay, that's good. That's good because you know you almost fell for that oldest trick in the book back then. What else? You guys, I saw this art. Oh yeah, the update on the Johnson and Johnson baby powder case. So look, like
I
it's-
heard about it
it's
like years ago.
Ridiculous. They just now updated it like about 5 days ago. It said 58,000 cases and the baby powder that contains like talcum in it, like it causes ovarian cancer in some females, and then they're only forced to pay a $9 million settlement to 58,000 people. And I did the math, and it came out to like a whopping $144. Yeah, that's not even enough to park your car at the hospital.
Bro, and 58,000 people? No, those are millions of people that have like armpit cancer, neck cancer. Like,
Yep. And you know the fucked up part about Johnson and Johnson, like they tried to file for bankruptcy like multiple times, but the judge denied it every time. They tried to create like one of those like secondary companies called like talcum powder ink or something to like try to like blame it on like their secondary company, and they try to like clean their hands that way, and the judge is like, nah, you guys distributed it with the name Johnson and Johnson and everything. So yeah,
that's BS. That's so little money, man, for the
Yeah.
damage.
$9 million.
Yeah, they make way more money off, their product than they'll ever pay.
Yeah. So
That's sad.
yep.
What can you do?
Yeah, I mean that's just it's crazy. Like, yeah, it's just like that. In this like country, there's more than just baby powder. You know, there'll be food that comes out later on and say, oh, turns out that, the food had this and that, and it's just like, we're sorry.
It was two guys, Johnson and Johnson, right? It was two brothers or some shit, right?
I don't even
I think so.
Yeah, I don't know much about who started the company. It sounds about right. Maybe like a father and a son, Johnson and Johnson.
Probably a Jewish company, Jewish guy, huh?
Johnson. Well, our pastor, his name is Johnson, but he's Christian. So,
Christian, I guess.
yeah, I guess if you're a Christian, you're technically Jewish. Because don't you think so? Because Judaism was the first religion, but then Christianity was built upon that, but changed. As in, like, they believe in most of the principles, but the Messiah is Jesus.
But you didn't come from the Jewish bloodline, right? That's the difference. Like, you got to come from the bloodline.
But I thought Jesus was Jewish.
He was Jewish.
So, I mean, if we're all like sons and daughters of God, right? Like, is that, that's not the same.
But there's like more favoritism on Jewish people, right? Like, they're the ones who are going to go to heaven first.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know who's going to go to heaven first. I just know it won't be me.
You just got to fake it. Just put on the little hat and then you're good.
The yarmulke. And then they say if you're Muslim, you're all three. Because Islam was built on the other two religions, but you just believe that your prophet is Muhammad. And that's another thing, right? The fact that like Muslims love their prophet so much that like they'll name a lot of their like offsprings with the name Muhammad and stuff. How come like we don't see more Christians walking around with the name Jesus? The only like culture that gets close is like Hispanics, like Jesus.
Yeah.
But like we never see Christians naming their Jesus.
It's like a disrespectful thing, maybe. It's like,
Yeah, it's like
oh, you consider yourself God, Jesus, like
that's-
the Almighty.
But then like for Muslims, they're like Muhammad, like for them, I guess it's a sign of respect to carry the name of the prophet. But it's like, but I don't know. I think it's the same way that Christians view the name Jesus. It's like, what, you think you're a prophet? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's more like cultural significance.
Like, just imagine that guy under the bridge named Jesus, like, cracked out. Like, it's kind of sad. That's disrespectful, you know?
Oh my God. Well, maybe that's why Muslims name their children like Muhammad more, because you never seen like, it's rare that you see a cracked out Muslim. Have you ever seen a cracked out Muslim?
I mean, I don't think you're supposed to.
I think
drugs
all.
Yeah, all religions,
religion,
right?
right?
Wait,
Yeah.
so you're supposed to do drugs when you're a Christian?
Well, no.
Like what?
Oh, you're not supposed to, huh?
Yeah, you're not supposed to, but I don't think so. You're not supposed to defile your body, right?
Yeah.
That's like the basis of all religion.
Yeah, you're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But they still do it. You're right. I don't think I've seen
Yeah.
a crackdown Muslim.
And you see, like, when people go to prison, they turn to the Brotherhood of Islam. They never turn to the Brotherhood of Christianity or Judaism.
Nah, a lot of people turn Christian and stuff, and
Oh, really?
yeah, because don't they have like Bibles and stuff in prisons?
They
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
They convert to like, I mean, there's like a equal split because like, you know, when you have nothing, you reach out for something. It's either any of the religion.
I guess I just haven't seen a lot of, like, testimonies from people who convert to Christianity in prison. I've seen a lot of, like, stories where people convert to, like, Islam in prison.
Yeah, it's like a lot of fighters also when they go to prison, like Mike Tyson.
Oh, yeah, he did. Mike Tyson.
You watch a lot of rappers.
All the rappers.
Yeah, that's why.
I wonder if it's just like a defensive, like a protection.
They say it is. Like, when you're in, like, that brotherhood, like, they offer you, like, a lot. Because it's, like, a whole band of brothers. Like, no one wants to, mess with you. Because if they mess with you, they mess with everybody. So it is a form of, protection in there. Definitely. Yeah. What else did I see this week? Oh, yeah. Trump is trying to enact that law to, like, deforest, like, a lot of the national parks in America to, like, produce lumber for. But
Why? Let's just keep like destroying the Amazon. Let's keep destroying all these other countries because we're gonna destroy our national forest. Like that's prized, you know?
yeah, but I think his like reasoning is because of all the tariffs. Now it costs more to like ship all that like international lumber into the country, so it's better to get it like home sourced. But then, okay, you can cut down all the trees, right? But you still have the same number of factories. So the production of lumber is still going to be the same. Now they just have stockpile of raw wood.
Maybe more factories will be built, you know?
But it's like, is that a priority for America? Like build more factories just to make lumber. So now what? Now you cut down all the trees. You're going to have to ship it outside the U.S. to get it processed. That's one-way tariff. And then to ship it back to the U.S., you're paying tariff again. So it's double the tariff. So yeah, this is all y'all's fault. Whoever voted for, Trump, this is what y'all get. Like, honestly.
Bro, I gotta go to the redwoods before they're gone, man.
There's going to be dead wood.
Yeah, nah, they're not gonna destroy redwoods because I heard that wood is like really bad for buildings, for anything, you know, infrastructure.
Hey,
It's
man,
really bad.
He's clearly not thinking. Because if you're going to deforest national parks, it's just like, oh, that's a tree. You got to go. You know, like, if it looks like a tree, you got to go. So, yep, that's right. Yeah, I mean, with this presidency so far, it's been pretty sad, y'all. We have a bloodbath in the stock and crypto market right now.
Yeah.
All across the board. It's like down negative 20% ever since Trump has been in office, and it doesn't seem like it's going to get any better.
Yeah, I hope it gets worse, you know, buying opportunities.
Yeah, buying
Right.
opportunities. I mean, right now we can buy a lot of puts as well, like buy puts, you know, with the market crashing.
I think, yeah, the buy opportunity is mainly for the rich, though, no? How much can you actually buy?
As much as you can afford.
Yeah, that's how you try to get rich.
Yeah.
Oh, Mr. Yo-Yo told me Nancy Pelosi bought that one stock. What was that stock?
Some news company.
Yeah.
Newsmax?
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
the one that went like up 200% in the first like day or two.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a new Republican news company.
Why is she buying a Republican news company when she's Democrat? That's kind of crazy.
To make some money.
Yeah.
That was crazy. She bought it at like 50, I think.
Mm,
And then went up to like 200 and then dropped back down.
damn.
And yeah, wait, she bought it at $10.
Yeah, she bought like a bunch of contracts, I think.
Yeah, she bought it at $10 and sold at $177.
Damn.
And then it went up to 200 at the peak and it dumped.
Man, I wish I would have. That went under my radar, like Newsmax. I didn't hear about it before.
But I mean, if she hadn't bought it, it wouldn't have gone up. Like, even if it was on your radar, it's like they all have it planned.
It's
you
like
know.
pre-IPO.
Yep.
And
But if we were to do insider trading, we'd be looking at like 20 to 30 years in prison. So, yeah, there's that. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, I think that's about all the stories that I've seen for this week. Then we had the horse. What about you, man? You got any? Oh yeah, you were telling us about
Conspiracy
that,
boy.
like conspiracy theory. Like what was that? Like Tartaria or something, like
Oh,
the mud flood.
yeah. I mean, I don't even know that much about it because it sounds off the wall, you know, even to me. But like, apparently, right, there was an old civilization called Tartaria, where like current Russia is now. Like, so if you look at the Great Wall of China, it's crazy because we talked about it the other day. You know how it spans across, you know, the continent? Like, the outpost is looking in, like, towards China instead of, you know, the other way. Where, like, you know, if you build a wall, you set up the archer position so that, you know, you're, like, aiming against, you know, your enemy. So it's, like, the opposite way of, like, where China is. Or that's what they're saying.
Wait,
Not really sure.
like where is the like Mongolia or
So-
like towards the?
So let's just say this is the wall, right? This is China. The enemy, the outpost, where you're looking at is towards China instead of, you know, toward Mongolia and stuff like that.
Okay.
So that's why they're saying that, you know, that wall is a part of, you know, the old Tartaria civilization. And, right, the reason why they're gone is because of this mud flood, apparently. I don't know how it happens, but they say, you know, if you look at all the older buildings across the world, like 1800s, 1600, they will, like, build, you know, all these gigantic 16-ton buildings in, like, a year on horse and buggies. And they think that, you know, instead of building it, they were digging out these buildings.
that's like what India is going through right now with the mud. Like all the shit just running down like through the country. You know?
Oh man.
I like how you just looping
My
it
bad,
back to all the Indian listening viewers are gonna be like, what the fuck?
Sorry, it's on my algorithm a lot. Just people talking shit about India, and it's pretty funny. But my bad. Like, continue.
I mean, but like basically that's it. So if you look at I think Russia flag, like the old one, like the old kingdom flag, there's like a horse like standing on like the dragon's neck, and that dragon is the old Tartarian flag. Or some shit
Okay.
like that. I don't know, but apparently that's what the mud flood theory is, or like the synopsis. Damn, I can't even say that word.
Synopsis.
Yeah.
Oh. All right.
But yeah, I mean, have you ever heard about that? That sounds.
Okay, so with that like theory that you're talking about, so then that would mean that what, China just came across this wall and claimed that they built it then?
Yeah, I'm not really sure why, the theorists think that, the world is hiding a civilization. Because, even if, China took it over, right, they will have it in the history books, right? So why was there a reason to cover up the civilization existed? But, I mean, the comeback to that is, right, Tartaria is supposed to be known as, very advanced, like from like free energy to like, stuff that they built apparently, because they were building all these, big ass buildings back in the 1800s, I guess, or later. If I don't know how long the theory goes back to. But like, yeah, apparently they had like, free energy and stuff like that. And that's why the world don't want you to know, so that they can keep you under control. But I don't know more about that than that.
Okay, so with that theory of free energy and stuff, then I don't know, like I guess the disconnect for me is like energy. They attribute like, all these big pharma companies, they say like, oh, vaccines and all this stuff is the reason why like life became like extended and we have longer life expectancy, right? But it's because of electricity, access to water, like access to clean water, better like nutrition and stuff that they never want to talk about. They just trying to, sell the product. So like with that energy theory that you're saying, then how come like life expectancy back then was still low if they had, like, what kind of energy are you talking about?
Like, okay, well, even if you say, how like low their life is, or life expectancy is, like, you don't know how long, the theory goes back to, because, well, didn't humans usually live longer, like back in the, well, I guess it's coming from the Bible, I guess, or the old books, where they were living like 100 years, 200 years.
What if that's a conspiracy? Like
I
the life
mean-
expectancy, it's like they're always gonna tell you, like, oh yeah, we live longer now. Like
Yeah.
they're just lying to us, saying we're the healthiest we've ever been, but maybe that's not true.
I mean, but that could be, but like, it's been documented, just that other side of the argument. It's been documented that people only lived to like 30 back then. That's why like you see like the royal like emperor, like kings and stuff, like they used to have like the queens or whatever, whoever was carrying the offspring, they would try to get pregnant by like the age of 10, 11, 12, because they weren't gonna live long. So like they would have to like, have their offspring early.
So I think the only thing, against that is that I think you're still thinking of like the wrong time. It's still too early. Like this is probably like
Hundreds of thousands of years ago.
I think so. I think that's the time frame that they're thinking of, because like I think by the time the kings and the thing came around, the mud flood shit already happened. It's been a long time for that to appear. It's like a reset, I guess. let's say, it was an advanced civilization, okay, and then the mud flood wiped them out, and the people that you're talking about, it's the rebuild, and they just used what they already found instead of building something new, I guess. Just claim it as there.
Okay.
Because back in the day, who would know the difference of who built it? There was no information exchange, or that's what I think. What think?
All right, but then if their civilization was so advanced, and I feel like if hundreds of thousands of years, millions of years ago, even and they were able to figure all that out, they couldn't plan for like a huge flood, or at least somebody had to have survived, right? Like if they were that advanced, right? If you were able to figure out energy, you would have to figure out some way of record keeping or something like that, and not even a single page, like a piece of paper, not a piece of paper, but like a single, I don't know, stone carving, or like, because then I don't know, the theory seems to have like holes in it, because if they were indeed that advanced, there should be something, right, like to at least like give a indication that there's some solid I don't know, not evidence, but like a proof of theory.
It's probably like in the Vatican or something,
But
I understand what you're saying,
maybe.
right? But like, even if it's like, even if they get like advanced, right? Like something like Egypt, like the pyramids, like you see it, you don't, you know that it's low key more advanced because you can't build it right now, even if you tried, but like they still get wiped out slowly over time. I think even if there were like buildings and stuff like that, if it's that long, I think it'll be like harder to last. But like the only, I guess, proof of Tartaria existing in their mind, I guess, it's like these old buildings that survived the flood.
Besides the Great Wall of China, like
it's like, okay, it's not just the Great Wall of China. It's just that's one part. It was like a big, I guess, it's all over the world. So I think I saw this in another video. It's like, you remember the old Chicago fairs and stuff like that?
the World Fair.
Yeah, the
all
world
that stuff,
fairs
yeah.
that went around, United States and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So they say, I don't know if it's true, that all those buildings were the old world because they built it in like a few months out of like what they say is like paper mache, right? That's how they got it up that fast. But like afterwards, like all these beautiful buildings that they built, they just tore it all down after. It was at like Chicago. It was at like many different locations. San Francisco, I think, was one of them. Seattle. Yeah, and that was like a cover up. And if you look at like all the major cities in the United States, there was like always big fire, but big fires can be anywhere, So that's not really a proof to me.
Man.
But then it's like, what's that one building, La Sagrada Familia in Spain? Have you seen that building?
Yeah.
That's a crazy looking building. That's built on modern times.
Yeah. Cathedral. That
Yeah, the
one in Spain.
cathedral. It's like, look at that building.
I hear you about Egypt. Like, okay, that was because of the Library of Alexandria burning down, right? Like, I can understand you lose records of how the pyramids were built, but all these other structures, like, did they keep all of did the Tartarians keep all the records in, like, just the Library of Alexandria? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no other
I don't think the
database.
Records, I don't think the records were in Library of Alexandria.
No, like, that's what I'm trying. So, like, I'm saying, so, like, they had to have their own Library of Alexandria, Where's that? Like, it's just gone.
Wiped by the mud flood, I'm guessing.
Wiped, or like the people who control the world have it. Like,
who knows, right?
like, yeah, it's like, why do we know history, right? Like, who's giving us all this information? It's like the big news outlets, the people that control the world, I guess.
I mean, you're slowly seeing it right now, you know, like how we have this one version of history, but slowly, like as people find stuff out, like the timelines and stuff that we know change.
Yeah, or even now, like let's say a Democrat news outlet versus a Republican outlet. Like if you're Republican, you're getting a whole different taste of history compared to a Democrat, you know? Like as a Democrat, it's like everything's going to shit. And then maybe as a Republican, you love Trump. It's like you're seeing it as a amazing time, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I mean, that's a very, interesting theory. That's the first I've heard of that. Like the fact that the Great Wall of China wasn't, hypothetically, was not built by Chinese. Dang.
Yeah, or like at least the original, because you know there are records of Chinese people expanding the wall.
Yeah, but those records could be
Also fake, I guess.
faked.
But like
yeah, it's like putting the last like
the last
the last piece. It's like, oh, we built it, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, I guess you can, like, there are records of them expanding it because once you have, like, you see the structure and the frame, you just keep on adding to it. I mean, that could also be possible, but again, that could also be fake too.
Yeah.
You know?
More than likely, because I don't know. Even if they were gone, right? I think it's a lot hard. I guess it would be easier back in the day because you know they didn't have as much technology. But like these days, it will be hard to hide the fact that you know there was a whole civilization that advanced around the world. But maybe they did it before you know we could get or share information like today. What's easier to cover up?
But it's like, you think it's still hard now? Like, what if you stumbled upon some fucking ancient building and it's like, you tell someone, they come, they hide it, kill you, and like you never hear from it again, you know?
Yeah.
You gotta take pictures and send it out to everyone before, they get you. I mean, nowadays, it's still, people still hide, like, civilizations, and because there are a lot of tribes that are still out there in this world that we do not know about. Like, in parts of the world, they don't even know about, like, the fact that civilization has advanced to the point that it has, because they're, like, still, stuck in their own tribe and whatever they've been exposed to all their lives.
Yeah, and they just arrested a guy. He went, I don't know what, like, civilization, but he brought a Diet Coke and I forgot what other food to that tribe, and he got arrested and tried, and like that's kind of weird too. It's like, why are they arresting this guy for like, is that illegal to do? Like, why? I don't understand it.
And that's like modern day Prometheus. He brought like fire to man, like in the form of Diet Coke and processed foods. I guess like maybe the society doesn't want those people to like find out that, wait, there's more to life than this, and then they start like expanding and trying to mix in with like normal society and cause like chaos or something. Maybe that could be like a reason.
I think the cause for that is more like they're trying to preserve, that way of life for them
But who is,
without interfering. Well, it's like more like
why
it's
is that a
fucked up to
law?
say,
Yeah,
but like
they're
I
like
think it's more
animals
like
in the
an animal,
cage.
yeah. It's like how they developed their society and they kept it like that for all this time. So don't fuck it up. It's more like I think it's more like that rather than we're scared of your bows and arrows and expanding, because they could literally blow up the whole island any second. I think.
Yeah, I mean they could, but it would be But then they can hide that because there are a lot of things that go on in the world that they don't tell you about. And it's like a remote part where no one is around. So they could wipe them out and just no one would ever know. Yeah. That's true. But I mean, I feel like maybe they just, maybe there's like they want to keep, because maybe like there's already a problem of overpopulation, and they know if those people, move into society, now you got to think about housing and all this stuff, like new construction and all that. I don't think they want to deal with all of that. It's like, yeah, just stay in your, forests and jungles, like
Sticks and stones.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, have you guys ever seen that movie called The Gods Must Hate Us or something? The Gods Hate Us. It was like about a tribe in like Africa where one day like a plane was flying overhead and they dropped the bottle, like an empty Coke bottle or something, over the land, and like it landed in their tribe, and like they're like, oh, what is this? And they thought it was like some magical thing, and they were like, the tribe just. And then they started fighting in the tribe, like who gets a turn with the bottle and this and that. It was like a whole like thing. So,
Man, that reminds me. There was like this island, right, in the Pacific. I think it was like during World War II. Like, a plane crashed. Like it was a U.S. pilot that crashed, and like he had supplies on it, right? So now today, there's like a cult. It's called cargo cult. So what they would do is sing for like 24 hours straight, like, I guess singing their language for the the god to come back.
wait, you said 24 hours straight? That means the rest of their lives. They only have 24 hours
like
in a
24
day.
hour in a week. Or
Oh,
Like a ritual, like
Yeah.
oh okay.
Oh, in a week.
Yeah, so they were like, I don't know how long it is, but it's a pretty fucking long time. I was like, what the fuck? What they're doing, like just singing along.
There's video of it and
Yeah,
stuff.
there is. You can look it up.
Is it like the moon landing video? Like they
No. It's
filmed
like
that
HD. They're wearing clothes,
HD. How did someone get that close?
But it's recent. Like you could hear them singing the cargo cult.
How they
song.
sound?
Pretty good.
Hey, can you show us?
Sure, man.
No, like can you sing?
Oh no! I cannot sing it. No.
Why?
Because it's in their language. I'll sound racist if I do it.
That's
Cargo
us. We're the uncontacted tribe, and like
Yeah.
the aliens are the new humans, right? Like the
Dang, the fact that like you put it that way, it's like we think that we're pretty civilized, Mm-hmm. And if the aliens are viewing us as the uncontacted tribe, it's like how much more advanced are they compared to us? What if aliens don't even want anything to do with us? What if they saw planet Earth like a while ago and they look at us and they're just like, yeah, there's nothing here like for us, and they just kept on moving, like went about their day, like, okay, let's just keep moving along.
yeah. What if like they brought in a Jesus into that uncontacted tribe? Like, what if they put like a clear platform underneath the water, right, in the sea, and like they see a man walking, and it's like they create these miracles and stuff, and that's how like a religion is formed.
Oh,
I mean, that is one of the theories where like gods and all the super powers of ancient world are all these aliens with tech. Like, the Olympians and all the deities of Hindu.
so they just came here and introduced all of that to man and just left, and they're just like, yeah, let's see what they do with this, and this is where with Olympians, it's kind of like nowadays we have Olympians like strongmen and
No, like Olympian as in like
The
Olympic
Olympic gods,
gods.
oh, Olympus.
Like
Okay.
Zeus,
Man,
Poseidon,
and
Hades.
we're the island, like, and those people that tricked us, they're in the North Pole and South Pole, and You know, they're in the hole.
Oh, the hollow,
Yeah.
hollow Earth,
Earth.
hollow
Yeah.
Earth theory. Oh, so they're just there observing what's going on in the world.
That's why we can't cross over there.
I don't know.
He's on to something right now. Let him cook.
I don't know, man. It's just like, because, you know, we don't know. He said he crossed. You know, the guy that was on Joe Rogan, he said he crossed Antarctica and he never like encountered any hole or anything like that.
But it's like he's walking. How far can you see? You know, like, and there's snow everywhere. It's like you're walking in the line, let's say. There's so much, there's miles and miles of land, right? Like,
Yeah.
what if you just missed a hole?
Missed the hole. So the hole is
That's
So,
what she said.
all right. Wait, so okay, like let's say he did miss the entrance to. I mean, that could be, or if the theory is that they're gods and aliens, maybe like when they detect some signs of life getting near them, they just like put up like a covering.
Hologram.
Yeah, a hologram or something. Oh, that'd be so fucked up. Like you think that's land and you step and like you fall. It's just like, oh. But then again, like, I don't know. How would that even, the hollowed earth?
But like, okay, so I think all this, most of it came from this admiral called Admiral Byrd. He like did a mission, I think, flew up there, and like he came back and didn't tell anyone, you know. And I think it was either his like report or his like notebook journal. He wrote about, you know, what he saw, and that's why I think people are going off that. I mean, I haven't read it personally.
Is it called like the Smoky God or something? Do you know? Oh, okay, because my brother was telling me about a story like that, like mysteries of Antarctica and stuff, and
Like, what was the story?
like he found like buildings, he found like weird buildings, and I don't really know, but it sounds like what you're talking about.
Yeah, I mean, that's what other people think, you know, what's under the ice caps. It's like a fertile land that froze over because, you know, Earth shift continents or flip every, I don't know, 100 or 500,000 years or something like that. And like, you know, the position of the, I guess, North Pole and South Pole used to be more warmer until it flipped. That's why it froze over. That's what they think, or some people think.
Wait, so you saying Earth like every 500,000 years it'll like flip
Yeah.
like 108, like 90 degrees.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure.
So now like the North and the South Pole will be the one that's spinning, you know, how the Earth is spinning right now, and then the rest of the continents become the North and the South Pole going this way, like
mean,
vertically.
I mean, yeah, I don't know how it flips, but I just think I saw that it flips, or at least I know the magnetic pole does flip, or like it's even moving right now, like slowly over like I think Russia right now, but the actual flip of the Earth. I mean, if it does happen, right, I don't think anybody's making it out, because you're going against like the flow or the spin of the Earth. So like all that water is gonna go
Yeah.
onto the land.
Yep.
It'll be like a pretty game over scenario, I think. I don't know how you would survive that unless you go into the mountains, into hollow earth. And this is where. That's the reason why. We were trying to find the reason why they would go inside the earth. Maybe that's the reason why. What do you think, Mr. E? Because this is probably all bullshit.
It is all bullshit, but it's pretty interesting,
Right.
you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Gives you something to think about, but
I want to do more research on it, right? It's like, why can't we go there though? You see, like,
Yeah, I mean, it is protected by like tree from all the countries, not just a few, or like just like UN. It's like China, Russia, all of them have a treaty to not go up there. Besides scientific research, I think.
Okay. So that's
Don't inhale this bullshit.
Yeah,
you know.
definitely don't
this
inhale
is,
this.
Yeah, this is too
This is
too
just a talking
crazy.
point.
Just getting too crazy, man. Like I don't know. I don't know. I just think about that like theory, and it just it just doesn't like again, this goes all the way back to your theory of the Tartaria civilization. Like if they're that was it the
Tartaria.
Tartaria
Tartaria.
Or is it Tartaria? I don't know.
tartar sauce
Yeah, tartar sauce.
over here
Tartar.
Tartar.
yeah, but yeah, like you said, if they're that advanced, they just don't ever want to leave like the hollowed earth.
Yeah, why would they? It's like, why would you go to that uncontacted tribe? Like, if you saw it once or twice, it's like, all right, like, they're just dumb.
Well, okay, my thing is, if they were advanced, right, won't they want to preserve their well-being and longevity for as long as possible? So if they're advanced, just come out, nuke everybody, and now you're the only ones left on the planet. You don't have to live in the hollowed earth. You can, that's your main base, but now you have more land to build your society even further.
But maybe it's just enough. Like, it's just like the uncontacted tribe. It's like they don't want to. They could kill all of them and take over that land, but like they don't want to, right?
I don't know. It just okay. Like
He does make sense.
But think about like the space that's inside that hollow earth. Like it's so little compared to the rest of
How
the
do you know?
Yeah.
Because it's just inside of the globe. Like if it's just like that, you said it's just connecting the North and the South Pole, and it's hollowed out, right? Like
Let's look at the map.
Oh, there's an image. But what if, okay, it's like hollow, right? Like it's what if they're living in like in the air, they have like,
holy
Yeah.
shit, in the air.
Well, I guess. Okay,
let me see
it's
some like
hollow,
Bioshock.
right?
Let me see.
I mean, it's hollow, right? But it's like around too. You can live around it because there's a sun. Well, from their picture,
I thought it was like a little hole like somewhere, but like that's crazy.
it looked like there's a whole ass continent in there, from what they're saying.
More than that, if it's like
Yeah, there's a sun in there. I think there's more land inside.
That's why they try to scare you from when you're a little kid. It's like at the core, it's burning. Like it's just so hot in there. And there's a sun.
man, this is hard to wrap my head around because.
Yeah, because if I know,
Like they say that it's hot, which could be true because of the volcanoes that are on the surface of the earth. Like that magma comes from under the ground, right? So like what? It's like really hot at like the mantle or something of the earth, but once you get into the hollow earth, now the temperature is cool and controlled.
Or maybe it's like vents, like tubes where like the pressure builds up, and those are the volcanoes, right? It's just like.
So it's like all of the production and stuff, and it's like they use the volcanoes as vents to like relieve the heat and the gases or whatever they use for their society.
I mean, I guess I can kind of believe it because isn't there supposed to be like an ocean under the earth bigger than all the oceans of the earth combined, or on on the surface, or some shit like that? It sounded insane, but I think they did they sent a machine or sonograph. I don't know, seismograph. One of them.
Well, I don't know, but yeah, this is all the time that we have. I mean, we'll do some more digging and get back to this topic because that sounds very interesting, man. But yeah, thanks for tuning in again, guys, and keep enjoying your cigars, but don't inhale.